Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, peace and salutations unto the elect of the nation of Israel. This is your brother Ayash Gabar from the GMS Virginia camp coming at you with a quick lesson that I pray that you find edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. And, we are to still be on our watch, watching what's going on out there in the world and bringing it out, to feed the flock with truthful information. And this is just going to be a quick hit right before camp. And as you can see, the things are happening. As you can feel, there's a very strong spirit going around where a lot of people, are starting to feel as if something's going on and something's about to happen. Silver prices are going through the roof. Gold prices are even further up through that roof. And these people are still, in the mindset of a bounce back. MAGA's getting angry because they've been lied to. Jakes are still delirious over, the most petty shit rather than seeking Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Jake is constantly in this spirit of folly, doing dance routines on fucking TikTok or whatever have you. And everything is crumbling around them. Everything's crumbling around us, but only the elect of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua will see these things take place. And as I said, starting out in the lesson, it is the job of the watchman to warn the sheep, as we were commanded to do, and we warn them based on things that are going on in the world, in the earth, and we match it up with scriptures. The book of Isaiah, chapter 24 and verse 10, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. And that's what time we're entering into. Babylon the Great, the city of confusion is being broken down. And it's broken down, or it's being broken down to the point where, it's going to get terrible out here where nobody will want to leave their house. Imagine living in an apartment building and all hell's breaking loose, and you hear the people next door to you door get kicked in by some ravengers and yelling and screaming, and buckshot starts going off and all types of calamities start happening right next door to you. Well, what's going to be on your mind at that in particular moment? Well, it's coming to you, and there's going to be nothing a lot of you Jakes are going to be able to do about it, because once these people realize that their financial system is crumbling, all bets are off. They've already got it where they're starting to blame you Jakes for the shit that they did, and for you Jakes, it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. These Egyptians are mad. They are pissed the fuck off because the one how should I put it? The one chance that they had, the one hope that they had, they put in DJT. They put in this president because they see the fall of their kingdom. They see the hardships. They see how everybody else is coming up and they're not. They see the population changing. They see these things and they're mad. They are pissed the fuck off. They are pissed the fuck off. And then, you go ahead and you find out that a lot of you Jakes have been getting the benefits that they feel as though they should have gotten above you. And so what do you think is going to happen? These people are going to flip their wig, and rightfully so, because this is their kingdom. But in the same breath, their kingdom is falling. You're starting to see a change of the guard. You're starting to see, Esau, Edom falling and Jake rising. as it says in the book of Second Esdras. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can grab that right quick. Because the way we fell, they're falling. But their fall is going to be their fall is going to be permanent. You know? They're not going to bounce back from this. The book of Second Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, meaning Jake is gonna pull Esau down. Like, nah, bro, you ain't getting away from me. You ain't getting away from me. Yeah, okay, you might have dominance now, but after you, I'm right behind you. For Esau is the end of the world, which means that the Edomites are still here. The Edomites will be in rulership when Yahushua returns. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. You know, and that's what time we're in. We're in that time where Esau is being pulled down. Esau is losing his dominance in the world. Esau is losing, or Esau is falling in line with prophecy, plainly speaking. So 2026 is, man, a lot of shit's going to happen in 2026. A lot of things are taking place at the end of 2025. You know? And it's only going to get worse for you, Jakes. Here it is. They're talking about massive job layoffs. As I said earlier, gold and silver prices are going through the roof. You know, food costs an arm and a leg. A family of four can't even feed themselves on the average income that, you know, you were once able to feed a family of four with. You go to the supermarket and people's baskets are damn near empty. They are watching prices. They're watching what they buy. They're watching everything that they do. And rightfully so, because it's going to get bad. It's going to get worse. And so when these people realize that Babylon the Great ain't bouncing back, they're going to flip their wig. There is a crying for wine in the streets. There's going to be a cry in the streets for this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. There's going to be a cry for an answer for what's going on. And in that day, the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushua will hold their tongue. Their tongue shall cleave into the roof of their mouths. You know, and that day is happening real soon. Here it is. They're talking about passing legislation to get rid of the freedom of speech. But you just ain't paying attention to that, though. There's a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone, and the mirth is dead. It's gone. I remember growing up, there were Christmas lights all over the fucking place where you went. Now, you don't even see it. And every now and again, you pass by a Jake that want to dress as you know, a festive character and shit, with a red ball on their nose. But you don't see that as often as you used to. And those are the people who are entrenched in this Babylonian customs. Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Fears, and, you know, those are the people that's going to be destroyed by Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because they have made their rest on this side, where the scripture says that this is not your rest. Don't follow the customs of these heathen and wicked jakes love to follow them, you know? And the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. And that's what we're entering into. We're entering into a time where everything's about to go to shit. The financial market's about to go to shit. The digital realm is on the verge of being implemented. It, like into the 6G realm. AI is here. Nations are going to war against nations. All these other nations are starting to look at Babylon the Great as if they're an enemy. All of these are prophetic things that Yahweh Hashem Yahushai told us to watch and pay attention to, and warn you people of the time that you're in, what season you're in. Because destruction of Babylon the Great is here. It's upon you. And there's no way any of you are going to be able to get out of it unless Yahweh Hashem Yahushai delivers you from it. Anyhow, this is just a quick hit right before camp. I just wanted to throw something together because I see, a lot of people not paying attention, bro. A lot of these people just aren't paying attention to what's going on around them, And so with that, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.